Hey y'all, how you doing? Today is day 31 of my Seed a Day seed starting marathon. I have managed to plant seeds every single day for the month of March, and let me tell you, there have been times that I didn't think I was going to get through it because either I didn't feel like coming out here or I had other things to do, but I've managed to do it, and that's quite an accomplishment for me. I will say that I do have other seeds that, there's a bee. I do have other seeds that I do need to start. I still have nasturtium and zinnias that I need to start. And then, let's see, I have nasturtiums and zinnias I need to start. And I will probably do that sometime within the next several days. But I think I'm going to give myself a break for a day or two before I do that. And then, here in about, I want to say 3 to 3.5 weeks, it'll be time to start my melons, my pumpkins, and my sunflowers, because I like to start those like a week or two before I plant them out. I don't like to leave them in their containers very long, but also I have better luck starting them or pre-starting them and planting them out than I do if I direct sow. I have a lot of critters that like to eat sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds and even melon seeds. So those will get started here somewhere around, I want to say, the second or third week of April, most likely. All right, today I keep seeing bees, and they're flying in here because I've got all these plants. And I'm not allergic to bees. I'm allergic to like wasps and hornets and yellow jackets. I got stung by a yellow jacket, and wasps and yellow jackets and hornets all have the same type of venom. But every time I see something that is bee-like, it makes me very nervous, and I have to keep my eye on it so I can make sure that it's not near me. One of the things that I really need to do is get some white colored or khaki colored or light gray colored clothing, because they are attracted to like all these bright tank tops and stuff I wear. And they're also attracted, or not attracted to, but bold patterns like stripes or anything like that, they might take as an enemy. So I really need to work on getting some like khaki colored or light gray or white colored clothing to wear out in the garden so they're less attracted to me when they are out here. I have a lot of florals. That's like the worst thing you can wear. Brightly colored florals. They're definitely going to come at you. And I mean, the ones that I see flying in here are honeybees, and they're pretty non-aggressive. They don't want to sting you, but it still scares me. I can't help it. I used to not have this kind of reaction to bees. They could fly all around me, and I would not get nervous in the least. But ever since I had that incident where I got stung by the yellow jackets and I went anaphylactic, I'm highly aware of them, and they scare me, and I still haven't let it stop me from doing what I love, even though at one time I thought I would never be able to garden again. I've just had to adapt. Whenever the season comes on and there's a lot more of those types of things out flying around, I only garden early in the morning or in the evening when they're no longer out. And it's just one of those things that why do you have to be so directly related to the thing I love? Like, bees and gardens go hand in hand. It's a little bit sad to me. Like, I mourn the loss of not being afraid in the garden. But I haven't let it keep me out of here completely. And hopefully I never have to experience being stung by something I'm highly allergic to again. I do have an EpiPen, and honestly, if I can avoid having to use it, I just never want to feel the life drain out of my body again, because that's what it felt like. I could literally feel the life draining out of my body. It's the best way to describe it. Okay, I'm sorry about that long preamble. I keep seeing bees, so if you see me looking around, it's just me trying to spot them and make sure they're not yellow jackets, which I haven't seen any yellow jackets yet this year. I have seen wasps though. So I'm just looking around to make sure that it's where they are and they're not coming near me. They're highly attracted to my greenhouse, and it's too hot today to keep my greenhouse closed. I have my fan on. I hope it's not too loud, but it's probably 90 degrees in here, even with my fan blowing and with the doors open. So it's just too hot to close the doors and trap myself in here. Okay, today's seed are vines. I've got several types of vines, and I don't need very many of each variety. So I'm just going to take one of these 4-pack cells and plant one seed per 4-pack, or one seed per 4-pack. One seed in each cell. Each 4-pack will have a different type of seed. So I'll be planting 4 of each variety basically, and I'm probably not going to need every single seed that I plant. If not, I'll sell it, give it away, or I'll find some place to stuff it. So let me grab these. These come with these little pieces that you put down in the bottom. It's got a, oh, it's 2 o'clock. It's got a fairly big hole, and it has these little screens that go on the bottom so the soil doesn't dump out when you fill it. So I'm going to go ahead and put those in.
I think this footage is going to be full of white dogs.
This footage is going to be full of me, like, looking around to make sure the bees aren't coming at me. If you hear my dog crying in the background, it's because his brother is being taken on a walk right now, and they're too much to take at the same time. So he'll sit there and cry until it's his turn. He'll get to go next, and he knows he gets to go next. And which one gets to go first alternates from week to week. But it's his brother's turn to go first. So he's sitting there crying in my yard. So if you hear my doggy crying in the background, it's because he thinks it's torturous that he doesn't get to go on his walk right now, even though he gets to go as soon as his brother gets back. He surely lives up to the... He's a hound dog crying all the time. Okay, now that I've got the little screens in there, I'm going to fill up my pots. Set this to the side since I'm done with those little screen thingies. Love that. So the first vine I have here is the Cypress vine. I will say I grew this last year or the year before, and the hummingbirds absolutely love this. I'm just going to put one seed per cell. This next one is a variety I've never grown before. The seeds were collected in fall of 2025, so they should be fresh. But this is a balloon vine. What those seeds look. They're black and white. They remind me of orcas, whales. I hope you were able to see that. Let's see, balloon vine. Once again, I'm just putting one seed per cell. The next one I have is blue butterfly pea, and I got this in a seed swap this year. I don't know how fresh the seed are. The next one is black-eyed Susan vine, and I have grown this before, but the last time I grew this, if I'm not mistaken, I just got a start at the nursery. Because even though, and I've said this before, but even though I grow a lot of stuff myself, I still like to go pick up a few things from the nursery just to spend money there to support local businesses. Okay, I see a wasp hanging out on my fan, and wasps are a little more scary to me, so please go the other way. Please go the other way. Okay, it's outside. Okay. It flew over top of my greenhouse instead of inside of it. Wasps aren't really aggressive either. They don't really want to sting you. They're not as aggressive as yellow jackets. Those are the most aggressive. But they will sting you. Sun went behind the clouds for a second. Maybe I'll get some relief from some of this heat because I am burning up. Okay, the last type of seed I've never grown before, and I got this from a seed swap, and it is a snail vine. Hopefully I get some of these and I can save some of my own seeds to swap. Okay, that's the last one. So I've made it through all 31 days of the Seed a Day Seed Starting Challenge, and I am truly proud of myself. I want to kind of sing that song from Dora the Explorer. We did it! We did it! We did it! Yay! Do you remember that if you watched it as a child? I do feel really proud of myself. I'm glad that I got through it. And I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in and following along with me. That's truly what makes it all worth it. Well, that and the flowers. Let me not lie. The flowers and the produce make it worth it too. But just, you know, you all hanging out with me and coming back and watching my videos, it makes it worthwhile. I thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the next one. Bye.